This is probably one of my favorite pieces to do, cut and restored rope trick. Obviously self-explanatory. Ladies and gentlemen, I have here a piece of rope. It represents your life. It has a definite beginning and at the other end, a definite ending. So you have a definite point when you're born, and eventually you'll cry for the first few years, then you'll go off to school, then you'll go all the way through school, you'll meet your first love, you'll break up 2 weeks later, you'll get out of school and get a job and find out what bills are about, then you'll cry again, then somewhere along the line you'll meet a beautiful woman, you'll marry her, you'll have a few kids together and put up with crying little babies, and then they'll get older and then they'll go to school, and then somewhere your career takes off, and then you start to get older, so then you retire, and then you live in a senior citizen home, and then you die. Thank you. I have condensed your life down to less than 30 seconds. And if you still can't see it, let me help you out here. Here, I learned how to do this just for you today. Bring up the middle of the rope. There we go. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. And some of you are content to go through life like that. You'll go around going, hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. And you'll never pay attention, but the big bad devil wants to come in. When the devil comes in, the devil wants to mess with your mind. When the devil messes with your mind like that, he cuts it in half. And see, now you have a problem. Because at one time, you were born, and you were going to go along, and you were going to come down to a definite ending. But see, whenever sin comes into your life, sin brings about an ending. Sin brings about death. That's what the Bible says. Now, you'll have some people that when they look at your life like this, they'll tell you, well, it's not whether or not you sin or not, because everybody sins. It's just a matter of twisting it. It's just a matter of interpreting it. It's how you look at it. See what I mean? Good as new, right? But you can see here that you're not as good as new. Because if you were as good as new, there wouldn't be a knot right in the middle of your life like an ugly cancer. And some people will tell you, well, it's not whether or not you've sinned, it's not how you twist. It's just if you can cover it up and if you can keep the world from seeing it, then it doesn't exist. See? Kind of looks like the same piece of rope all over again, but it's not the same piece of rope. And because when you go to bed at night, you know that you still have sin in your life. And the only way to get rid of this sin is to let Jesus come into your life. And when Jesus comes into your life, Jesus can take the sin and take it off just like that. And Jesus will put your life back to just the way it was at the beginning. That's the effect, and that's basically how I present it. Now I'm going to show you how to do this trick. Okay, when you're doing this trick, you know, you talk about the rope, etc. You bring up the two ends, nothing crazy there yet. When you come down here to grab the bottom, you're going to make an L shape, just like this. And when you go to bring it up to the top, your audience thinks that you're bringing it up to the top just like this. And then you're going to do the hi everybody, hi everybody. But instead what's going to happen is this. You make your L at the bottom. When you start coming up to the top, you pause here for just a second and you grab a piece of rope. About 3 inches from the top or so. 4 inches from the top, whatever it is. Doesn't matter which side you grab, take your pick, this side or this side, but you grab it and you pull it up to the top. Now you bring out your scissors or your knife as I'm using. And now what's actually happened here is you've cut the rope not in half, but you've cut a short piece and a long piece. And it's intertwined. So if you keep the two ends of the short rope up, let go of the two long pieces of rope, they fall down, and it goes like this. Then of course to finish up, you act like you're tying a knot. And all you're really doing is you're tying the short piece around the long piece so that at any point you can take it, slide it off, and that's the effect.